So far, Mitchell Hodak is 3 for 3 in picking rooting interests that would win their quarterfinal games in the 2020 Jeopardy College Championship, as am I. Will the both of us make it 4 for 4 this time, with our pick being the young freshman from Northwestern University, as is the pick of Donnie Pearson and Lyle Austin? Well, the only thing left to do is to find out. Welcome to the Final Wager. I'm William Weyser. And to start off today, I have some good news and some bad news regarding the 1-year anniversary on this date. The good news is that last year on this date, James Holzhauer set the one-day record of $110,914, and this would be the first out of 16 times in his 32-day winning streak that he won over $77,000 in one day. But Roger Craig still has the highest non-James Holzhauer one-day winning score in Jeopardy history. But the bad news is that last year, on that exact date, or day to be exact, a man in the name of Charles Van Doren, who you might know him as the man who pretty much cheated Herb Stempel out of the win on 21 back in 1956, passed away in Darien, Connecticut at age 93. And because of this, I'm going to give all of you a 10-second moment of silence to honor this man. And those 10 seconds start right about now. Okay, time's up. And let's just go to work. In first place is Joe Coker from Hendrix College with $15,200. Beni Keown from Northwestern. A good showing, but I wish you knew that Milo Ventimiglia clue. And everybody knows Milo Ventimiglia from shows like The Gilmore Girls, Heroes, and This Is Us. But he has $14,800, and Xiaoke from USC in third place, but still alive with $6,400. And this is the first quarterfinal game in which we have all three players in contention. So, and Humba is here tonight, and he's going to help me out on some math. Alright, Humba, what do you think everybody should do? Well, if Beni doubles up, he will have $29,600, so Joe should wager $14,401. If he misses with that, he will have $799 left, so Beni can stay above that and wager up to $14,000, and Xiaoke up to $5,600. Now, if Xiaoke doubles up, she will have $12,800, so to stay above that, Beni can wager up to $19.99. And Joe, I guess, $23.99. Now, if Beni gets it right with the $19.99 wager, he will have $16,799. So Joe could wager $1,600. If he misses with that, he will have $13,600. So Beni could wager $11.99. If he's right, he will have $15,999. So Joe could wager $800. If he misses with that, he will have $14,400. So Beni could stay above that wager $399. And if he's right, he will have $15,199, $1 less than Joe. So Joe could wager $0. But I'm not sure if I would do that. Now, the super mind games come into play, and with these two scores so close, you don't know exactly what Joe and Beni are going to do. Does one of them go big and the other one go small? Well, obviously the one that goes big, if both get it right, will win. But If they go big, it depends on their the category. Same if they're going small. A lot of choices. Okay, now the big wagers come into play. If Beni wagers the 14,000 amount, he will have 28,800. So Joe could wager 13,601. If he misses with that, he will have 1599. So Beni could stay above that wager up to 13,2. And Xiaoke up to 4,800. And Xiaoke, I guess, could wager everything if she wants to have a stronger shot at a wild card. But yeah, I'm not sure what I would do about her. So, here's what I would do for wagers. If I'm Xiaoke, probably up to 5,600. If I'm Beni, I'm probably thinking about either going big or going small, depending on my of the category. And Joe, I'd say 23.99 because if Joe gets it right with the lockout, he'll have 29,601, which would be way too much for a wild card. And the downside of that is just way too big, as he should know. And Joe and Beni, little do they know that their scores are good enough for them to wager 0 and move on, but they're in the green room all day. Alright, thank you, Humba, for helping me out. And now it's time to take a look at what everybody did and see what happened. Xiaoke got it right and doubled her score to 12,800. Beni also got it right with the words "the" and "border" crossed off and wagered 1,000. He's looking good right now. And Joe got it right and wagered 15,000. Eek! Gamble that paid off very well for Joe with 30,200, and he's through to the semifinals. Along with Marshall, Nathaniel, and London. And now that it's Thursday, we get to reveal the top 2 wildcard spots who as of now have clinched. And those 2 are from the University of Florida, Kayla Cowler with 16,501, and from Northwestern University, Beni Keown from tonight's game with 15,800. So he will do better than the lone sophomore in the 2017 college championship and the lone junior in the 2018 college championship. And those 6 are through. Unfortunately, Sophie and Kylie are not very happy with themselves right now. And it's time for those 2 to go back to Florida State and Penn State. And on the bubble right now, we have at 12,800 from tonight's game, Xiaoke Ying. And at 6,799 from Monday's game, Emma Farrell. So tomorrow's game is going to be a really exciting game. We have Indiana University, Liberty University near the DC area, and the University of Minnesota wrapping up our quarterfinal games. And after tomorrow's game, we'll know the names of the 9 semifinalists that will return next week. I'm looking forward to finding out who's playing who in the semifinals and the finals, and we'll decide our college champion. I'd like to thank Humba for stopping by to help me out on the math. And I will see you tomorrow for the concluding quarterfinal game in the 2020 Jeopardy College Championship. And I will also see you tomorrow for the last day of Grandpapa and Mr. Bennett week. And I'm sure that Jingba is happy being stuck with my favorite episode, Space Rocket. And with all that excitement, we'll see how tomorrow goes. And speaking of tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow on The Final Wager. Bye, everyone.